How's it going? Y'all back with a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. But let me tell you something right now. I wasn't going to even talk about this, but I'm coming here to talk about it because I'm kind of a little fed up, you know, hearing all this and all that about Nick Sirianni because of a press conference, you know. So I'm going to back off, you know, a little bit and just tell you this. All my OG fans, all the originals know me from my other channel, and I used to have this intro where I used to say I'm coming at these cats early. So I brought it back for tonight because I am coming at these cats early and quickly, swiftly, whatever you want to goddamn say. Because all I got to say is this. Nick Sirianni, press conference. I thought, for the most part, he made sense what he was saying. Okay? And, you know, I was at work and doing my thing, and I get, oh, did you hear the press conference? I'm like, press conference? No, I didn't. I was at work, but let me listen to it. I heard the 101 he did with Dave Spadero the night before. So I go to hear the press conference, and for most part, he made sense. Some of it, you could tell at first he was a little emotional. Then you could tell he was just nervous. You know, it's his first time in front of a big thing full of media, and all that. Okay? He was, you know, so he was trying to make things bigger than they were, the words, or sometimes he was slurring a little bit, and that happens. But the fact that I'm watching this, you know, just now going on Twitter, just or social media or whatever, or media in general, and they're all bashing him because of his first ever press conference. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, oh, he's terrible. Oh, whether it be Cowboys fans, Giants fans, even Eagles fans. This is the guy we hired. Ha ha ha. Oh my God. Ha ha. Oh my God. He's done. He's done. He can't even speak at a press conference. How's he gonna coach a game? Yeah. Last time I checked, yes, speaking to the public or being in the press conference is part of your job. But no, once you start winning games, no one's gonna care about that. And that's why I was so damn happy that I've seen Colts players, I've seen, especially Darius Leonard, who's a beast. He's coming out of his defense. You've seen even Torrey Smith, who was with us, saying, yo, press conferences ain't nothing, especially the first press conference of, you know, your first being a head coach. And, you know, he, like I said, I listened to the whole damn thing. And at first he made sense. Then sometimes he slipped up or sounded like he needed order or whatever it was. Making no excuse for the guy, okay? Maybe he's just nervous in front of a media like that, especially Philadelphia media. In terms of sports, they're the most ruthless, craziest, and will make anything out of anything to have something to talk about. I know 97.5, WIP. I know First Take, that bullshit show, and that bullshit show Undisputed is going to have something to say about tomorrow. They're going to take the small clips, a 10-second clip where he's stumbling and fumbling and saying, this is the guy they hired. They could have had Bieniemy. They could have had this. They could have had that. Listen. And it's a sin because it's just a press conference. I look at the greatest coach of all time in some people's eyes, in my opinion too, in football, Bill Belichick. He barely even speaks at press conferences. And I get it. It's because he won so much so he's able to do that. But he's not a man who really wants to talk. And that's why I think it's overblown. And honestly, it makes me, you know what? It makes me fucking sick is what it really does. Because I look at it and I say, you know what? Everyone's, oh, he didn't speak well. But most Eagles fans like me know the game. He made some sense in some of the stuff he was saying. And some of the stuff he was just trying to make it too big of words. Or he was slurring the words or this and that. And I took it as the guy was nervous, you know? Doug wasn't the greatest at press conferences either. The guy would say stuff and give you half backwards answers that made no sense. And we all used to say, what the hell is he, you know, doing? You know, but this is his guy's first presser, so I understand he's supposed to impress on his first press conference. He's supposed to sell you on the press conference. But the funny thing is this. The only people who say that he's supposed to sell you on the first press conference are the people, like, for example, the Lions that hired Dan Campbell. Everyone's like, Dan Campbell. So he needs to sell himself on the fan base. I think he might be a great coach. He might be a good coach. But he sells, we're going to bite kneecaps off, then bite your other one off, and then take a chunk out of you too. And, or the one that goes up there, we're going to bring you championships. We're going to do this and do that. And doesn't come through with any of the damn promises or any of the goods. I'd rather you go up there and be nervous like that and act like that than someone who's going to bring me a crock of shit and deliver me fucking nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hyped and charged. I'm hyped and charged, man. And I really want to get off basis, but I don't want to go on all night. It's only 5 minutes already so far. If this is a live stream, we can go all night, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on that boozy flow, so walk with me. Walk with me for a minute, okay? But all I'm trying to say is, yeah, like Dan Campbell or Joe Judge last year with the Giants. And I think Joe Judge, you know what? He's done a decent job. They had a shitty year. They almost made the playoffs, but he got them to start to believe in him late in the year. But he came out in the press conference, we're going to do this, hard football team, nose to the ground. We're going to beat everyone up and all this kind of trying to do, and the Giants fans didn't even really like him or want him. Like, who is this guy? There were so many better options. But because he sold himself on one press conference, the fans go, okay, maybe we can get into this. And that's how a lot of coaches do. So I don't give a damn about a first press conference. To me, it's about winning games. And I feel this first season right now, we ain't going to win much, okay? I don't feel we're contenders. I don't feel we're maybe contenders in the NFC East, maybe. At that, not no Super Bowls, none of that. We ain't have enough talent. We're in cap space hell. This guy has to turn around in 1 year and implement maybe a new system, unless he's bringing Frank Reich's same system, if he's Frank Reich Jr., then the players that have been here since 2017, like Wentz or Al Shaw, whoever, will know it. Goddard, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. I was going to say Ertz, but it looks like he's gone. But whatever. So it's a little bit of a change. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to win all off the bat, like boom, boom, boom. If he does like what Doug did his first year, we'll go 3-0 right away. Wow, okay. But people fail to bring up other people's mishaps at press conferences. Look at Matt LaFleur. His first one, I've seen a few clips online. I'm like, wow, he was stuttering, kind of nervous. You understand, man. Nervous, emotional, and also because you're in this moment, you would never believe you're in it. Some people can talk on the mic, And I'm not trying to brag about myself, but some people go, oh, gee, even my friends. I would love to start a podcast with one of my friends, but these guys don't know how to speak. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to get in front of the mic like I am and just go. Someone's watching me, or this or that, or this or that. And he asks me, how do you do it? How can you just... I don't know. Some people are born with it. But just because I can speak in front of a mic, in front of a webcam, a camera, and a microphone, doesn't mean I'm going to make a great NFL coach, because I don't know a damn thing in terms of the coaching realm where you got to, I know things, but I don't know like that, where you got to get the team ready and this and that and this and that, all these things that go into it. So if that's not his main thing, knowing how to speak in public or speak in front of media all over and the whole world to see, but if he wins games and does well, then let's go. But I'm saying it's pathetic, and kind of, I'll even harp on with first Joey Shapes was the one to kind of make a video on it, but I was already thinking it earlier before he kind of did. But I heard Nitro Freak say something about it. And he was like, we talk about this bully campaign that goes on nowadays. Stop the hate, bring more love. But where is it? And I'm not saying, we can all make jokes about people and have fun, whatever. But I'm not here to defend the guy. We got to see what he does as a head coach. And I'm here to kind of defend him as a person because, hey, we don't really know. You see the one-on-one, he sounds great. You see the other things where he's mic'd up in practice, he sounds great. He sounds like a normal guy. Like one of my friends was like, oh, I thought he had a problem. I thought he was like, no one in the NFL, no matter the Eagles, whether you were the trash Jaguars or the used to be trash Browns, ain't no one hiring someone who has an actual, maybe something wrong with them. You know what I mean? As a head coach to run like a CEO type deal there. That's what I'm saying, though. And I just think it's a bunch of bullshit, the way, they're treating them already. And I'm sitting there like, damn. It's just a press conference. And for me as an Eagles fan, right, I've recently, I went through the Andy Reid days where he barely said much at press conferences besides, next question. Or he went through, we got to do this, yep. And he always said that was his nervous tick. Does that little, he always did that. I said to Chip Kelly, which was a crock of shit, told us he was doing this, that, didn't do it. Doug, who was decent, didn't give you much answers. So I don't care that this guy stumbled and fumbled a little bit. Like, I'm worried about that. Every other fan base, everyone's like, crack, oh my God, they made the worst hire, the worst this, worst that. This might even make him better, and I hope it does. Because now I'm actually rooting for the guy. Of course I am, because I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I want us to win. But for him to have success, because then everyone's going to look back on it like, oh, this just that's vanish in the dust. You know, that's just dust in a fucking pan. But that's all I had to say. Go Birds, Fly, Goes Fly. I wanted to come on here extra crazy, extra rowdy. We're already 11 minutes, so I'm not trying to get into it too much. But I was just very pissed off at first, very upset. I'm like, you're gonna kill a guy like this? You're gonna really hurt him like that? And it's gonna be all over the thing. And wait till Monday, man, when these undisputed, no mercy, no mercy shit comes back. Clown ass shows, scrubs on there don't even know nothing. You know, so I don't even want to get into those guys. But all I'm saying is it's all gonna be brought up. Oh, he said this, didn't say that. He stumbled, he fumbled. It takes time, man. And he probably will stumble, fumble, but he probably will learn from this. But do I care? No, it's a press conference. I barely even watch them. I watch a little bit of them, you know. Used to watch them big time because I want to get the impression on the guy. But that don't matter at the end of the day if you really look at it. It don't. At the end of the day, when we line up week 1 to play, opponent to be determined. Week 1, though, we play, bam! Then it matters. You're going to jack him in the jaw? What are we going to do? That's when it matters. That's when coaching comes in. That's why he's hired here to do this. Go Birds, Fly Goes Fly. I'm out. Comment below on your thoughts below. Like this video, subscribe, all that shit. Twitter's in the description below. Everything, all that. You already know it. Go Birds. I'm out.